Am I the a-hole for bringing my SIL's wallet to the restaurant when she conveniently always forgets it?
She was extremely furious.
SIL Amy,
She said that I should not have touched or grabbed her wallet. So
She stays
AITA
with
for
us
taking
instead
her
of a
wallet
hotel
and bringing it to
always
the
wants to go
restaurant?
to expensive restaurants.
Edit. Wow. Thanks
She
for all
always
the
conveniently
awards.
forgets her wallet, or
Jeez,
domes up with
LOL.
some excuses as to why
So
she
many
can't pay her
comments
share.
that I can't keep up.
She
but
has
thank you
implied
to
that
everyone
since I
who
make
had
much more
something to
money
say.
than her, I should be the one to
Edit
pay.
2.
No,
Amy just
not
called
my
me.
husband
She
should
saw
pay,
this
but
post
me
and she yelled at me
specifically.
for bad-mouthing her on
I
the
do
internet.
make a fair amount of money,
Honestly,
but not so
I
much
don't
that I
care.
can treat someone every time
Amy,
they come into
hopefully
town.
reading all these comments is
Nonetheless,
a wake-up
in the
call
past,
for you.
I have just paid the bill and asked her to pay me back. She never has. She had made a reservation at an extremely expensive restaurant last night, and before we left, I made it clear that I wouldn't be paying her bill. This is where I might be the asshole, and I'll admit I got this move straight from an episode of 2.5 Men. As we were leaving, her and my husband went to the car. I pretended I forgot something and went back inside. I found her wallet sitting right on top of her suitcase. I put it in my purse and we went to the restaurant. When we were done eating, I asked for separate bills. She said no, we need one bill, because she forgot her wallet again. I reached in my purse and said, "This wallet?" She was extremely furious. She said that I should not have touched or grabbed her wallet. So AITA for taking her wallet and bringing it to the restaurant?
Not the a-hole, but you totally should have flipped the switch, left your wallet at home, only brought your license so she had to cover the whole bill, then never taken her out to a restaurant again.
Hit M with the 2-to-1 punch. I forgot my wallet because I accidentally grabbed this other one I found lying about. Is it yours?
Oh, I thought this was my wallet. Oops.
Don't worry, Amy, you get this one, and I'll pay you back.
She made the reservation and invited you. Etiquette says she would be responsible for 100% of that bill. NTA.
It's the same principle with dates. The person who asks chooses the restaurant, ideally with the other person in mind, and then pays the bill. NTA. Clarification, I worded this kind of poorly. This is my own approach to dates, but whatever works for you and the people that you date is cool.
What happens when person A asks for the date but person B chooses the restaurant? Edit, asking because I am separated and will potentially be rejoining the dating scene. Edit 2, it seems people largely go Dutch these days, with a few people saying, inviter pays. Not opposed at all to Dutch, I'm just going to have to reframe my mindset because I'm used to dude pays. I rather like this new development. Any other tips I should need about being a dude dating in your 30s? Other info, my username is referencing the potato product, not the red pill relationship advice guy. I'm not going around asking about a woman's body counts and saying, never cohabitate, and whatnot. Since that dude got booted from Instagram, I've had multiple people talk about that.
Per the rules of etiquette, the inviter should pay. So if you say, I'd like to take you out for dinner, or, would you like to have dinner with me, you should pay, even if they choose the restaurant. However, I'll only go Dutch nowadays. I don't want to pay for someone else's food, or do I want to be indebted to them should they pay for mine.
I mean, I'd vote YTA for touching and taking her wallet without her permission. But ducking good for you. That kind of behavior is massive bullshit for her to fake forgetting but always demanding fancy food. Maybe stop letting her stay with you and pick the restaurants. Tell her that if she's going to insist that you pay, you're gonna pick the place. Then take her to Denny's or IHOP. If she wants a fancy meal, she can pay for it. Or just pay for your meal with cash and walk out leaving her with the bill. If she can't pay it, that's on her to deal with.
Knowing you, this will probably happen again. If you allowed it to happen more than twice, you're a fool. I really don't think you have it in you to break the cycle. Why? Because last night was your chance to allow her to foot the bill, but yet again nice Nancy got in the way. YTA to yourself.
Also, she stays at your house for free. If I travel and stay with someone, I always show my appreciation by treating them to a nice meal. It's the least I can do.
Right? I absolutely insist on either taking out my hosts or cooking an amazing dinner, of which I buy the ingredients to cook, as a way of thanking them for taking me in, even if it was their idea for me to visit. It's the same line of thinking when you borrow a car and return it gassed up even though you only drove it 20 miles. Always return a borrowed item in better condition than you got it. Car wash, something.
NTA. Awesome power move. But when is your husband gonna step up and make her pay her share?
They've bullied and manipulated him like this his whole life. He's gotten so used to it that he doesn't see the bigger issue. Old habits die hard. Trying to help him stand up for himself, but it's an uphill battle.
Fish don't realize they're wet until they get onto land. You need to pluck your hubby from that toxic pond.
NTA. That was a boss move. But if you want to keep it up without getting accused of touching her things, when you're in the car, don't let your husband start driving until she shows you she has her wallet on her. You told her right up front, I'm not paying this time, and she tried to push you into it. Honestly, I don't know why you keep going out with her. Cancel. Or insist your husband pays. Like, what does he say about all of this? Because he needs to have a chat with his sister about how she's abusing your generosity. Next time she stays and says there's a reservation, oh, hey, I hope you guys have a nice time. Yeah, I'm not going. I'm getting tired of someone who isn't my husband continuously trying to duck me. ETA, in regards to OP's edit, Amy, your SIL couldn't badmouth you if you didn't give her plenty of ammo. You're saying she's badmouthing you. She's just telling people what you did. If you feel some kind of way about it, that means you're aware that you done ducked up. Stop being mad at other people for reacting to your shitty behavior. Change your shitty behavior. Grow as a person.
NTA. I wouldn't have touched her wallet, but when you got to the car, you could have said, hey, I just noticed your wallet is still inside. You should go grab it so you can pay your bill as we agreed. And then simply refuse to go until she did.
Just grab it and hand it to her as soon as you're back in the car. Hey, you forgot your wallet again, so I grabbed it for you. There's no response to that other than, oh, cool, thanks. Also, it leads nicely to the follow-up of, by the way, you never paid me for the last time you forgot your wallet, so you're cool with covering tonight, right?
This is a good option too, since if she flips out there you can just be like, okay, psycho, and cancel the dinner.
Nta, why do you and your husband still allow her to stay with you or choose expensive restaurants or even go out with her? I think you need to talk to your husband about this behavior. I am very curious as to why he hasn't stepped in and shut this down and wonder if he is the one encouraging her to do this behind your back.
Because he's the only male in his family, and frankly his sisters, mother, have always taken advantage of him like this in the past. Now they've found a new target, me. They've got it in their minds that their poor family has married into a rich family or something like that. I'm by no means rich, but they didn't have it easy growing up. I don't personally think this is an excuse for being a mooch. She works, she has her own money now, she's not in any dire financial situation, she can pay her own way.
I hope you have your own separate bank account. Because if your husband wants his sisters to mooch, he can use his own money. But in reality, the boundaries need to be set and needed to yesterday.
I love that everyone is so quick to lash out at her husband when OP has made it clear that her husband has been manipulated and emotionally abused by his family his entire life. Granted, I have seen comments react the opposite, but I find it odd how reactionary people are at the husband in this situation.
Because generally you manage your own family. He is getting blamed here as he is serving up his wife as fresh meat to avoid taking hits from his toxic family. As long as the husband enables the family's behavior, i.e. letting them come stay and mooch regardless of his wife's opinion, there isn't much OP can do to fix things.
Wow, you made it till the end. Like and subscribe and you could win $1,000.